Hi, I'm Mika Chalkin. I'm one of the ventilation children's nurses here at Sheffield Children's Hospital. Today we're going to be talking about the Astral Ventilator. This is a ventilator that's licensed both for invasive and non-invasive use. So we would use it mostly for tracheostomy patients, but if we have a child that is under 10 kilograms, this is licensed from 5 kilograms of use. We have used it in children at 3.5 kilos if necessary. At the rear, there's a small green button. You press the button to turn the ventilator on. The rest of the machine is controlled with a touch screen. The mode will go into standby mode. Unlike your Nippy or your Dream Station, it will not start blowing straight away. The other ports you need to know at the back, you have an oxygen port. There is a small metal button. If you push it up, an oxygen port will fit in. You have the air inhalation at the rear. There is a white filter that should be being changed every 4 weeks by families. It screws back into place. It will only screw in one way. If a child does not have an oxygen port attached to their ventilator, any Trilogy or Astral oxygen port will fit. Alternatively, you will have to use a front of circuit oxygen port, which you can only put 5 litres through. Because this is coming in where the air is coming in, you can use 15 litres. You also have the plug cable. On the front is a small white arrow. On your charge cable are 2 white arrows. There is bumpy parts on both sides of the charge cable. With your thumb and forefinger, you squeeze the bumpy parts and the charge cable will move about 2 millimeters. You must line up the arrows and just push to put the cable in. To remove the cable, you must squeeze the 2 bumpy parts and pull back ever so slightly. Do not insert the cable and just yank it out. It is a safety mechanism to stop children removing it, and the charge cable will snap if you have not got that small 2mm movement. At the front of your ventilator is the exhalation air. So air will suck in from the back with any oxygen you're delivering, and then airflow will come out the front. As we've said, when you turn it turns on into standby mode. At the top, you will see it will either say P1, P2, P3 or P4, because this ventilator can do up to 4 programs. It will have a start-stop button. It will have a big orange bar and silence button, and also a silence button on the touchscreen if any alarm has occurred. On the top right hand side, if any alarm has occurred, you will have a yellow or a red flashy label explaining what the alarm is. You will also have a red or orange flashy light at the base, and you can silence it through the silence button here, or if an alarm has gone off, there will be a silence button on the screen. To start ventilation, you must simply press start, and it will blow automatically on the program you can set it at. To stop ventilation, you press and hold stop, and then you must confirm that you want to stop. While the ventilator is turned on and delivering flow, if you want to see the pressures being delivered, there is a picture of 2 lungs at the top of the screen. You will be able to see breath by breath analysis of what is occurring. Any alarm that goes off will flash red here, or flash red or yellow up here. If you want to explain all the different alarms, you can silence them and carry on. If you then want to see what has occurred, there is an eye at the base of the screen. If you press that, it will tell you all the events that have happened. So within this, you may get different types of alarm that have happened. You may get an apnea, low respiratory rate, low minute volume, low tidal volume, or low flow alarm. All of those mean there's been an obstruction of some sort, whether that is water in the humidifier tubing, whether that is a blocked tracheostomy, it may be you've covered the exhalation valve. Everything that beeps, check the child first. If they look okay, you work your way backwards from the child to the ventilator. It is most likely they are just coughing or need a suction. The other types of alarm you tend to get are high flow, so you may get circuit disconnection, high minute volume, high tidal volume, high respiratory rate, those all mean that the circuit or ventilator thinks the child is either breathing too hard and too fast, or they think the circuit has come out. First of all, check your child if they're tracheostomy ventilated, that the trachea is still in situ. Then work your way backwards from the child to the ventilator, checking for any leaks, any flow of water that may be generating fake breathing rate. So if water is in the base of the humidifier tubing, as the flow happens, it moves backwards and forwards. You can get a high fake respiratory rate alarm. And just check that there are no other leaks in the circuit, such as your oxygen port cap being off. If you want to change any programs, there are 2 buttons that appear on every screen. There is a picture of a house called the home button, or if I go into any other program, a picture of a big button screen. The start, stop, silent screen is called the big button screen. The home screen is where I change between program 1 and program 2, or program 3 and program 4. Most children will have a program 1 wet circuit, program 2 dry circuit, and then program 3 and 4 may be their emergency settings. Whatever settings are set at, you have to have selected the program you want to see the settings being delivered. So if I want to change to program 2, I press P2, I will get a mini description of the settings. I confirm. At the top of the screen you will see it changes to P2, and then on this side of the screen there is 4 individual touchscreen buttons. The ticks will automatically bring me to the settings being delivered. So on this you can see it's set at ST, so that is a BiPAP mode. It is delivering 20 inspiratory peak flow, 10 expiratory peak flow, and a respiratory rate of 15 breaths per minute. If I want to change back to program 1, doesn't matter where I touch, there's always a picture of the house or a picture of the big button screen. If in doubt, go back to the big button screen, press the home button, and it will take you to your programs. If I want to change to program 1, I press P1, confirm, and then I could press my ticks to check the settings. This is what the screen looks like on a CPAP setting. It states CPAP and the end expiratory pressure is 8. It will be appropriate for the child that you are looking after. On every screen you will see there is a padlock. The padlock is always in the locked position. There is also in the top right hand corner a screen lock similar to your mobile phone. This is to try and stop children doing things. If you press anywhere on screen, it will come up unlock touch screen, confirm, and you can see the hand has gone back to being a blue colour rather than orange. If the ventilator is delivering flow, on the left hand side of the screen, you will see a green bar appear when it is delivering flow. If the child is stimulating the breath, a yellow line appears in the bottom corner. If the vent is doing all the work, no yellow man appears. As you can see, any alarm goes off, either a red bar appears up here and a red light. I can silence it on the screen, or I can silence it on the ventilator. Until I have solved the problem, it will continue to flash red. You can see in the centre of the screen, because I have silenced it, an orange bell has appeared. That will stay silent for 30 seconds to allow me to solve the problem. If lots of alarms have occurred, I can click on the top bar. It will show me all the alarms that have happened. To remove them all, I can press reset all, OK, and it will clear everything. To stop the ventilator, I press and hold stop, tick confirm, and it will stop delivering the flow. On the ventilator screen, no matter where you are, there is always a picture of battery at the top of the screen. It will tell you the percentage of battery you have left. If there is just the internal battery, rely on having 4 hours if it's fully charged. You may have an external battery plugged into where the power socket goes at the rear. If that is fully charged, you will have another 4 hours. If you want full battery information, if you press the I, press battery, it will tell you exactly how much charge is left. and it will tell you if any maintenance is required. Most families will just rely on the percentage. If in doubt, always take your charge cable with you. Thank you very much. That was the use of the Astral Ventilator. You can contact myself, Amika Chalcombe, or my colleague Lee Richardson, both ventilation nurses, at Sheffield Children's Switchboard on 0114 2717 000. Thank you.